Good evening, everyone. This is TC with $1StockPicks.com. I'd like to welcome you to the end of day plays recap, and we will go into today's end of day plays as well. So first off, we'll get started talking about the alerts, the alert price that we saw them at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll go into the 3% goal that you're supposed to be watching for at open, and then the potential gains in that day based on the high day. MARA is going to be the first one we talk about. This one, we said daily chart suggests a short-term move up to about 56 cents. Today it had volume and it went up and hit a high of 50 cents per share. Didn't quite get to where we needed, but it was a potential gain of 6.38% for the day. So above the 3% goal. That's awesome. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart here to see what action it had. It looks like at open we had about 46,000 shares traded within the first 5 minutes of trading, taking it up to a high of 50 cents per share on that one. All right, moving into the next one, RIOT. Okay, zooming into the daily chart. Daily chart suggested a short-term move up to 207. So what I said originally, 207 to 215, based on gaining some support here at a retracement level and the 20-day moving average. Went up to about 203 today for a high, given a potential gain of 14.04%. Like I said, high of the day was 203. Our goal was 183. Let's check the 5-minute chart to see where that action was. So action for the day for 203, and I just want to point out pre-market action as well for those that have Webull or TD Ameritrade or E-Trade and can trade pre-market or extended hours. We had this as high as 214, and it traded quite a bit of shares between the 207 and 215 highlighted chart analysis price that I gave you guys yesterday. However, it did trade about 88,000 shares there in the first 5 minutes, with the high of the day being at open at 203. So bam, right there. And then after that, of course, it went down to the support of 180 and then went down below it. So there was no support right there, and it looks like it's become resistance there at the 180. So keep an eye on that if you're still in it, because that looks like that 180's become resistance now. All right, moving on to the next play, ADIL. On a daily chart, looks like didn't do what we thought it would do. Daily chart suggests a short-term move up to about 387 or the $4 price range. We didn't get the action that we thought we would. Less than 1 million shares traded. Did not find support at the 356 level. So let's move on to the 5-minute chart, where you'll see the action. Went down, found some support at the 334, came up, found resistance at the 356, and then went downward, finding support at the 286, and then bouncing up to this 313 level. So you can see how it plays into each level as it moves. All right, moving on to the last one for recap, INAP. Okay. On the daily chart, we see daily chart suggests a short-term move up to about $5, 502. We got some comparable volume, but not quite the action we needed. It found some support here at the 5-day moving average, but didn't quite make a high for the day. So that one came in at 1%, 1.03% right there. Oh, let's go back to Adil real quick, because that one had a negative. Yep. So based on that move down, at the high of the day being 357, right there at resistance, so that gave a potential loss of 4.29%. All right, so giving us an overall average of 4.29% average if you were to trade all of them. Okay, moving on to today's picks. GSAT. GSAT daily chart looking good. We're going to go ahead and draw these live for you. Going from the top left to the lower right, recent high to recent low. Daily chart suggests a short-term move up to 0.4547, so about 46% or 46 cents per share based on the daily chart. Finding some support here at the 20-day moving average and a five-day moving average, so it's curling up nicely. Should have caught this a couple days ago, but yeah, that looks good. So good luck for you if you're in that one. MTNB. Okay, we were looking at this one when it had some sharp moves up, so we will redo the retracement real quick. All right. Daily chart suggests a short-term move up to about the 20-day moving average or this first retracement line at 76 cents per share. So looks like our recent support is 54 cents. We have a nice little wick here that goes up to that level. So tomorrow I'll be looking out for that. For MTNB. Also, these were the prices that they were alerted at. However, there may be some opportunity to get in lower or at a different price. And keep in mind the 3% goal. If it's under $1, then you need 3 cents or better to make the 3%. If it's over $1, 3 cents or 4, and so on. So you have to take into account the price of the stock to get the 3%. All right, moving on to KGC. Alrighty. So from a recent high to the low, to kind of forecast or get a good idea of where this is going. It's already recent, matching up with some recent highs that we had. Can go on higher. If I zoom out a little bit, you can see a daily chart suggests a short-term move up to about 342. That's the next retracement level going up. So with the right kind of volume and market conditions, today, just pointing out 38 million shares traded at the price point of $3. So that's a lot of money right there going into that stock. We've had a recent high even yesterday of about 390. Where's the high that day? 321. So we could make our 3% tomorrow pretty easy at 324. Okay, moving on to the next one, or the last one, TAHO. TAHO is one that I've charted out before based on the moves and this gap up, so I've kept an eye on it. Looks like it was called at 359. It came down a little bit, finding some support there at the 20-day moving average. And daily chart suggests a short-term move up to about, man, this is a tough one because the resistance looks like it. If you see this, see that line right there? It looks like resistance is right there at the 363. So keep an eye on that tomorrow because our goal is 370. So we could go up to the 363 and gain some support and be trading above it. Would be safe. However, if we don't find support above that line and trade above the 363, that could be resistance. So keep an eye on that tomorrow going into open. Okay, this is TC with $1stockpicks.com. Thanks again for visiting with me tonight. And that's your show for this evening. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you and goodbye.